Welcome to Oshi no Ko, where being reborn as your favorite pop idol's baby seems like a dream, until you realize diapers are just the beginning of the mess in this world of drama, secrets, and plot twists. Let's begin. In the dazzling idol universe, B Kamachi reigns supreme, with their teen star Ai stealing hearts and headlines. Meanwhile, in a countryside hospital, a young doctor is fangirling hard over Ai, arguing that watching her concerts is practically a health treatment. His nurse, unimpressed, casually informs him that Ai is going on hiatus due to poor health, sending the doctor into a spiral. She hints that his obsession is bordering on creepy, but he insists he has his reasons. Let's take a look. During his residency, he had bonded with a terminally ill patient, Serena, who was obsessed with Ai. She had dreamed of being reborn as an idol's kid, an idea the doctor found silly. Though he did tell her he could see her being an idol one day, she's got the face for it. In her excitement, she proposed to him, but he dodged, suggesting she try again when she's way older. Totally not weird at all. Tragically, Serena passed away at 12, leaving the doctor to channel his grief into a full-blown Ai fandom. The nurse, still skeptical, labels him a perv. Back in the present, the doctor returns to his real work when he meets a 16-year-old pregnant patient, Ms. Hoshino. Something about her seems familiar. Oh, surprise, it's Ai. The doctor's jaw hits the floor as Ai's guardian agency president, Ichigo, nervously asks if her condition is just bad constipation. No, she'd be dead if it were. Realizing he's just met his idol, the doctor tries to calm his racing heart as he stumbles out of the room, swooning over her cuteness, but remembering she's pregnant. Ichigo, sweating bullets, asks who the father is, but Ai cheerfully declares it's a secret. After the examination, the doctor drops the bombshell, Ai's having twins. Ichigo freaks out, urging Ai to think about her career because we all know idols can't have kids. Oh, and his agency would go bye-bye. That evening, while the doctor ponders the wildlife of idols, Ai joins him on the terrace. She reveals she chose this remote hospital to keep everything under wraps. Ai explains that idols must always lie to their fans and keep up a happy face. She wants to be a mom and an idol. Inspired, the doctor vows to safely deliver the twins. He registers Ai under a fake name and tells her she'll need a cesarean, which panics Ichigo. Scars are a no-go for idols, but Ai, unfazed, insists on natural birth because, after all, she's excited to have her own cute munchkins. As days pass, Ai is admitted. On his way home, the doctor is confronted by a mysterious hooded figure who asks if he's Ai's doctor.
Hey, how do you know her name? Get back here.
Well, shit. A while later, the doctor regains consciousness, hearing his phone ring. Ai might be in labor, but he's too injured to move. As he fades, he recalls his promise to protect Ai and her babies, and in his last moments, thinks about Serena's wish to be reborn as a celebrity's child. Meanwhile, Ai successfully gives birth to two beautiful babies. The doctor always thought he'd end up in hell, but instead, he finds himself reborn as Ai's son, Aquamarine, complete with all his past life memories and a name he thinks is horrendous. As he's basking in Ai's attention, his twin sister Ruby starts crying. Ichigo and his wife Miyoko walk in, catching Ai mixing up the babies' names. She's terrible at remembering them. Ichigo announces Ai's comeback that night, leaving Miyoko to care for the twins. Ai asks if she can bring them to the studio, but Ichigo quickly shuts that down, reminding her that if anyone finds out she's a teenage mom, her career's toast. He bans her from taking the kids out, and if she's ever seen with them, she has to pretend they're Ichigo and Miyoko's kids. Ai and Ichigo head off to rehearsal while Miyoko slumps on the couch, wondering how on earth she's going to manage these babies. Aqua turns on the TV to check on Ai's performance and nearly spits out his milk when Ai accidentally blurts out about her baby on air. She quickly covers by claiming she meant her baby kitten, Ha. At the studio, no one but Ichigo believes in Ai, as the bigwigs dismiss B Kamachi as just another mass-produced idol group. But when Ai starts performing, her dazzling aura stuns everyone. Look at those jaws dropping. Aqua, suddenly reminded why he's such a big fan, feels a weird sense of gratitude toward his own killer. Ruby urgently wakes up, annoyed that Aqua didn't wake her for Mama's performance, to which he explains he tried, but she wouldn't budge. She fangirls so hard she nearly wets her diaper. Aqua realizes Ruby, like him, has also been reborn. He first noticed when he caught her defending Ai from the haters online, only for her to get grossed out by a talking baby, completely forgetting she's a talking baby too. Meanwhile, the creep murderer in a dingy room seethes over Ai, feeling betrayed because she had the audacity to have kids. Ai, blissfully unaware of the psycho, continues doting on her kids. Aqua prefers the bottle for obvious reasons, while Ruby shamelessly enjoys being fed by Ai, declaring she'll protect her mom from creeps, oblivious to how creepy she's being herself. Miyoko, stuck babysitting instead of working with hot young men as she'd hoped, finally snaps and hatches a plan to sell Ai's secret for cash. Aqua and Ruby panic, but Aqua quickly concocts a plan. As Miyoko snaps pictures of Ai's maternity records, Aqua starts speaking in front of her, posing as a divine messenger. Miyoko freaks out at the talking baby, thinking it's a reality TV prank. Ruby jumps in, declaring that Ai was chosen by the divine, and warns Miyoko that if she spills the beans, she'll face divine punishment, death. But then Ruby sweetens the deal by promising Miyoko a second marriage to a hottie if she keeps their secret and takes good care of them and does her job properly. That night, Aqua covers a sleeping Ruby with a blanket, noting how much she reminds him of Serena. Ruby, half awake, hears him and asks if he called her Serena, but he states he didn't. And guess what? Turns out Ruby was, in fact, Serena in her previous life. What are the odds, right? A few months later, despite Ai's comeback, Bikomachi's rise to fame wasn't as meteoric as expected. Ai starts worrying about money, wanting to send her kids to good schools and give them a bright future, so she resolves to work harder and earn as much as possible. Ai heads off to practice while the twins bombard Miyoko with questions about why their mom isn't getting many jobs. Miyoko explains that going solo is tough, with most idols who try it end up as party girls scraping by on paid drinking gigs. She admits Ai is super talented, but talent alone doesn't guarantee success in the industry. At a Bikomachi event, Miyoko sneaks the twins into a mini concert. They cheer so loudly for Ai that her usual fake smile turns into a genuine one, making her forget the mean comments she read earlier on social media. Someone records the twins, and the video goes viral with 2 million views. Ichigo grills Miyoko for bringing the babies in the first place, but Ai is thrilled to see positive comments about her kids. A year passes, and the twins are old enough to walk and talk without raising eyebrows. Ai's career is slowly picking up, and she lands a big break as an actress in a TV drama. Miyoko drives them to the set, warning the twins not to call Ai Mama in public. On set, the director eyes Ai skeptically but says nothing, getting distracted by Miyoko's kids. He's a little salty but gets over it, huh? The twins get pampered by the crew, but Aqua bumps into the director. He warns him not to cry or he'll be kicked out. Aqua, accidentally using adult language, apologizes, shocking the director with his spectacular speech, who then asks where he learned such words. Aqua quickly blames YouTube. Impressed by Aqua's presence, the director gives him his card and hints at a future in acting, though he's less optimistic about Ai, saying she's got the looks but needs luck. The drama series finally airs, but when Ai, Aqua, and Ruby watch the first episode, they're stunned to see most of Ai's scenes cut. Ai wonders if her acting was that bad, but Aqua, furious, calls the director for answers. The director explains that Ai was simply too cute on screen, which overshadowed the lead actress. As a compromise, he offers Ai another chance in a film, on the condition that Aqua also gets a role. Aqua joins the set of a low-budget film after signing with Ichigo's production company, hoping to dodge the spotlight by suggesting Ruby's a better actor, but the director insists on Aqua, claiming he's the only reason Ai got the role. Aqua figures his past life experience with cranky old folks must have charmed the director. In the green room, Ruby throws a tantrum, wanting to be with Ai, but a girl named Kana tells them to stop goofing off or go home. Kana, the film's child star, is a genius actress, but Ruby decides she doesn't like her. When Kana disses Ai's acting, Aqua and Ruby barely resist the urge to throttle her. During a scene where Kana and Aqua are supposed to be creepy kids, Kana nails the creepy vibe, but Aqua realizes the director wants him to just be himself, which ends up being perfectly eerie. His performance is so spot on that the lead actress praises him, saying he gave her chills, which makes Kana cry and beg for a reshoot. The rest of the shoot is filled with Kana's tears because she can't keep up with newbie Aqua. After filming, Aqua and the director chat on a bench. The director explains that how an actor interacts with the cast and crew is crucial for success, and understanding a director's vision is key, something Aqua did flawlessly. He pats Aqua's head, wishing him a bright future as an actor. 3 years pass, and the low-budget film becomes a surprise hit. Aqua credits Ai for carrying the movie, which boosts her career, turning her into a rising media star. As Ai's 20th birthday approaches, Aqua marvels that they've managed to stay under the radar. However, he's still uneasy that his past life's body hasn't been found. The twins are soon enrolled in preschool. At school, the kids are prepping a dance routine for their parents, but Ruby isn't into it. She's never danced before, thanks to her past life's extreme weakness. Aqua encourages her to not let the past hold her back, so Ruby gives it a shot. Her first attempts are clumsy until Ai steps in to help. Ruby, with her encyclopedic knowledge of Ai's performances from endless hospital TV time, points out where Ai's routine is off. Despite this, she keeps tripping over her own feet until Ai boosts her confidence, helping her finally nail the routine. One day, Ai decides to call her ex out of the blue and invite him to meet the kids, telling him her new address. Despite Ichigo's warning to avoid scandals before their big stadium concert, Ai lies to Ichigo, saying she won't contact the twins' father. Back when Ichigo first scouted Ai, she rejected his idol offer, citing her rough upbringing and lack of love. Ichigo, however, convinced her that lying is a talent in the idol world, and Ai, who never felt love, saw becoming an idol as a way to learn how to show love. On the day of the concert, Ai answers the door thinking it's Ichigo. Instead, it's a hooded figure with flowers, her ugly, pathetic stalker. He congratulates her on the concert and the twins. Then, furious that she had kids despite being an idol, he calls her a liar. As Ai's blood paints the roses crimson, Aqua rushes to her side. Enraged, the man rants that Ai doesn't care about her fans, but Ai, even in her final moments, tries to show him love, calling him by his name, Ryosuke, and acknowledging his past gifts. This rattles Ryosuke, who freaks and frantically flees. As Ai lies dying, she apologizes, more worried about the concert than herself. Ruby, now awake, hears Ai praise her dancing and wishes for her to become an idol. Ai asks Aqua if he'll become an actor and expresses her regret at not being able to watch them grow up. For the first time, she tells them she loves them, and then the bright star that was Ai fades away forever. The concert is definitely cancelled, and news of Ai's murder spreads quickly. The ugly, stupid, obsessive culprit ended his life shortly after. Ai's fans gather to mourn, though some use the tragedy for attention. Ruby fumes over insensitive online comments about Ai, but within 3 days, the news fades. Miyoko quietly transfers the twins' names to her family register, keeping them out of the spotlight. On the day of Ai's funeral, Ruby, still heartbroken, asks Aqua if he thinks she could become an idol like Ai. Aqua suggests she should find a different job, warning her about the harsh realities of idol life. He knows Ruby will bounce back, but he's unsure about himself. Suddenly, Aqua remembers that Ryosuke is the same man who killed him in his past life. He starts connecting the dots. How did he know about Ai's hospital and new address? Aqua concludes there's a mastermind behind it, possibly their father, someone from the entertainment industry. Vowing to find and kill this person, Aqua approaches the director and asks if he'd raise him. Fast forward a few years, and Aqua and Ruby are now older, getting ready for school. Unknown to them, Ai left behind a time capsule, a recording she made on their first birthday, meant for them to watch when they're older, but of course now it will never happen. On that note, it's okay. Get up, grab some tissues, and try not to slobber all over the subscribe button. Hit that bell so you don't miss new weekly content. Watch these next, I promise they will cheer you up. See you in the next one.